this one too. I think it's working now. That's what happens when you unplug everything. Nothing works. Okay, let's get this switched over. I think we're good. Hey, there we go. Shaved the beard off. Feels a little weird. So it's going to be a battle against my battery here, because I can't figure out how to power my DSLR externally. Okay, so shortly here you should see, not that one, that one. Why is that so noisy? That looks like it's from the friggin' 1990s. What's going on here? This was all working not too long ago. Maybe if we, let's see here. What if we actually put it on video mode? That's a little better. Hey, Underslayer. Just having some, as much as I tried to prep for this, we're having some issues. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's get my chat up. Chat's up. Oh yeah, GPU. I forgot to put that on there. Let's see, properties. We'll put that under cooler. I should have updated. Let's get Discord. Oh, we have new cat videos. I'll have to check those out. Hey, kitty. Okay, turn the audio down a little bit. Well, the one I have now is 6 years old now, and starting to slow down. It's time for an upgrade. I know there's better stuff out there, but this seemed like a good fit. So that's what we're gonna build. Okay, I got chat. I'm actually gonna turn some stuff off so this computer doesn't die. Let's see here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Hi. Okay. Let's get going here. So here's the case. My first time with an NZXT case. I usually use Fractal Designs, but had good reviews. I like the build so far. We're going to move it for now while we build out the motherboard. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Haven't opened anything. With the motherboard. What we got? What the hell are these? These look like stickers. Yeah, we got some stickers. Kind of neat. Manual. Another manual. Another sticker. Oris. Sorry, the camera's turned the autofocus off on the camera because I didn't want to kill the battery here. Driver disc. I'm gonna have to rip that because I don't have a CD drive on this. I think that's it. Oh, we got more stuff. We have our back plate. Some Oris Velcro straps. I think it's an SLA adapter. Sorry, SLI adapter. Yeah, it is. We have what appear to be SATA extensions. Power adapter. Small standoffs. Not sure what that is. That might be for the lighting. More SATA. What's this? Cable tie? No. I think that's a temperature probe. Yeah, those are temperature probes. Okay, let's get that stuff out of there. Hey, coffee girl. We just started, coffee girl. And I have not watched your most recent cat video. Okay. Here's what we got. Smells horrible in there. Kind of smells like a magic marker. That's pretty cool. Best feeling ever, getting to pull this off. If I can pull it off. Come on. There we go. Did I actually get it all off? It's like another second layer of plastic. For real? Yeah, there's like 2 layers of plastic there. I'm actually going to mute myself on Discord. Hold on. Double wrapped. Let me see if I can focus that a bit better. Focus, focus, focus. No focus? Everything's like blurry. Hold on here. Oh, I think I had it, and then I went... That's better. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, I think we're out of focus again. Focus. Might just be the way I have it on my screen. So I'm kind of upscaling on my screen. Not the best way to do this, but we're on a shoestring budget here at Method Studios. So what first, processor or RAM? I think processor. 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 I think process So here's the beast. It's going to power it all. And it's not focusing. Come on. I don't know. I never really use video on my DSLR. I use it for photos only. So this is all new to me. And having it stream to the computer is kind of funky setup. Here, we'll put that. Keep it closer to the, okay. Got like this origami box here I can't open. There we go. There it is. Okay. So we have our processor. There. Now they provide this little dust shield here. So we're going to go ahead and remove it because we are ready to make this a computer. So you gotta look, there's a little I know you can't see that, it's blurry. Hey, let me see if I can turn autofocus back on here. Mic volume is kind of quiet. I think I'm just not talking loud enough. How's that? Turn autofocus back on, we'll risk it. Where is my autofocus? Movie servo autofocus on? Still quietish. What about now? I can boost it a little bit. I'm at 100% on my end, but I can boost it above 100. Okay, I just put it right in front of my mouth. So you're gonna hear my heavy breathing here. What was I saying? Okay. So let's see if this focuses. You gonna focus for me? No, no, come on. Oh well. Okay. So I have to see, I'm pretty sure the angle with the dot goes down. That's typically what I've seen. Take a look here. So I'll try to do this on camera here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a piece of gold foil, bottom left-hand corner, and there's another notch there. Tells you how to line it up. You can't really screw it up because there's also a detent on either side. Okay. The brain is in the body. So now we can take this dust shield off. That just pops right off. Now, I don't know why, but this part always makes me nervous. Let's make sure that's seated. Yes, it is. So we get that. We get the little notch there below the screw, which probably isn't in focus. Pull down. till you get this bar underneath, and it's in. We're in. What's next? RAM. Yeah, we can zoom in more. That part's easy. The problem is I'm trying to do this upstairs where I have light. But it means I gotta lean over my desk. Okay, we got RAM. I'm going to double this at some point, but I only bought 16 gig for now. We'll do 32 eventually. And that'll help with OBS. OBS is pretty RAM and CPU intensive. That's the software I use to stream this out, stream all the games out. Black. I thought about doing the LED ones, because there's a lot of LEDs in this case, but I didn't want to spend the extra money. Okay. So we got 2 sticks. Let's see here. They're typically numbered. Trying to see where those numbers are. Where are the numbers? I don't see them. So we're going to check the manual real quick. I mean, I've always seen it right to left, but we're going to double check that. Oh, I got all the overhead lights on and the desk light on. DDR1 and DDR2, okay. So the first, far right is DDR1, that'll be the first one we do. And it goes, line up the notch. We're going to push until it clicks. And it clicked, we are in. DDR2 is actually 2 over. It's fun, man, especially when you power it up. Okay, DDR2. So it actually goes DDR1, 3, 2, 4. So we're going to put this on 2. Okay, we're lined up. And for the most part, if you pick the RAM, pick the components that the manufacturer of the motherboard recommends, you can't go wrong. So that one's a little firm. I don't know why that one's so firm. There we go, that time it clicked. We're in. Good. Now everything else we do inside the case. So let's make room for that. 2 done. It would still work, Jumanji. I could put it in 3, it would still work. Okay, where's my case? Over here. This is not going to take very long, guys. I think I'm going to put the motherboard in first, and then we will put the cooler in. I don't know which way to give you guys a good view of that. So the motherboard's actually going to sit like right here. Um, So these are all cables, temp sensors. I'm not going to bother with the temp sensors right now. I have to go find the standoff screws for the motherboard. Actually, we have to mount the cooler bracket to the motherboard as well. That would be very annoying if I put that in and it wasn't installed. Let's see, there's the feet. Move those feet. What's in here? Lots of little screws, that's probably it. Yep, that's it. Okay. It's if you want to pair your RAM for dual channel. So 1 and 2 go together, 3 and 4 go together. Because we only have 2 sticks, we don't have to really worry about that. But if I add more, it becomes more important. So we got a spare thumb screw. We have motherboard screws. I'm actually going to move this again because I forgot to put the bracket on. Okay, I'm going to have to grab the instructions for this because they give you 2 sets of brackets, and I can never remember which one we're supposed to use. I think we're using the plastic one. Installing the Intel backplate. So yeah, we are using the plastic one. Okay, so this goes on the back side here, vertically. And what this does is it kind of locks that big heatsink to the motherboard. So you can clamp the heatsink onto the processor. And I always thought it was weird they gave you a plastic bracket, but that's what Corsair does with all their coolers. But I've never had one fail, so I guess plastic is fine. Okay, so now we gotta put the standoffs in. There's 2 different types of standoffs. One for the LGA 115X series, which is what we have, and one for the 2011 series. So we want the one that looks kind of the same on both sides. So these ones look, so that's the same on both sides. That one's different. Same. How was everyone's Thanksgiving, by the way? I should have prefaced it with that. I know, Coffee Girl, you went to Connecticut, right? Will it blend? I always just get these as tight as I can get with my fingers. They do have a hex on them, you could put a wrench on them, but I feel like you're screwing into plastic. I don't think that's necessary. And they don't give a torque spec in this manual anyway, so fingers are fine. dropped it. Yeah, I could probably zoom in on this. Show you what I'm actually doing. So these are the standoffs here. Ah. Ooh, I'm not a fan of this one. This one here, I think the socket it's threading into is a little bit. Oh no, there it goes. Made turkey with my grandparents. Steph going to see her. Good, good. Yeah, I didn't get any turkey. Unfortunately. Okay, so that's the bracket. We're done with this stuff for now. 4 AMD. Yeah, so my in-laws are actually Asian. So we ate Asian Thanksgiving. It's all good. We usually preface the week with turkey and stuff if we know we're going down there for a holiday. Okay. Yeah, it's different. I mean, I grew up with turkey. Okay, so this is actually, let's see here. This is the top of the case, back of the case, front, bottom. We have our standoff. If I was able to show both cameras at once, you would just see me scratching my head a lot right now. We have to put the back plate in, because otherwise it's going to be wide open. I don't know if you can do this without the back plate. I'm sure you could install it without the back plate. I think everything together was about... So everything except the graphics card I know was just under $1,000. I bought the graphics card ahead of time. I don't remember what I paid for it. So here's the back plate. It's different for every motherboard, so they don't include it in the case. But it just kind of pops in here. I don't know if it's actually called a back plate, but that's what I've always called it, because it's a plate that sits in the back. And it doesn't want to pop in. Here, let me, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to rotate it so it's closer to me. It's actually one of the more flimsy ones I've had. Usually a lot thicker than that. Oh. It's got some foam in there. It's padded with foam. I've never seen that before. Usually it's just a bent piece of sheet. Come on, you mother. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Welcome, Beely, by the way. I don't think I've seen your name here before. Probably take the filter off it. It's got a polarizing lens on it now. It's probably not necessary for in here. Might make it a little bit brighter. Now why don't you go in? I'm gonna tip this up right now. So that's the hole I'm trying to fill with this, and it's not cooperating. But there we go. Got the bottom in. Something doesn't look right here. There we go. There we go. It's in. Also, before I decided to do this live, I already put the power supply in. I can show you where that is, though. Power supply. So in the bottom there, you see that RM650X. Those are really easy to put in. You can only put them in one way. I don't plan on overclocking this a whole lot, and so 650 watts should be plenty. Plenty. Okay, let's put the body in here. I don't know if this processor's the brain. I'm not sure what the motherboard is. Trusty cell phone flashlight. So I'm trying to make sure I'm lined up with the standoffs, which right now I'm not, because something is hitting. Maybe we're not hitting, maybe we're just not high enough. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. I'm actually thinking about moving that top fan over to the front. I think I'm going to leave it for now. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it for now. I don't know if I can take that out. Yeah, I think I think I'm going to take it out. Okay. Here, hold on. My alarm system here is yelling at me. Tell me I left my door open, but it's shut, so I don't know what it's talking about. Yeah, different people tell you different things on the coolers. I've always put them in the front I think it gets better airflow that way. But you are then blowing hot air into the case, so you get that. But if you put it in the back, then you're blowing hot air through the cooler. I think it's about equal. The Corsair actually tells you both ways to do it. So we'll try on the front, and then at least it's filtered. See how that goes first. Let's see here. Let's screw the motherboard down. Let's see. Right. And actually for the Corsair stuff, it's kind of funny. If you follow their instructions for Intel, they tell you use it as an intake and put it on the front of the case. If you follow their instructions for the AMD processors, they tell you to put it on the back and use it as an exhaust. I don't know why they tell you different instructions. Okay, let's see here. I wish I had my headlamp. I can't really see what I'm doing. I know it's there somewhere. Nope. Not going in. Okay. Let's see. I usually have a little flashlight in here. Not sure where it is. I know for the same clock and power and everything, they tend to generate a little bit more heat. So that has to go right there. So I gotta push in to line up. Okay, let's try that. How you doing, Nomac? Oh no, my light. Okay. Actually not a fan of these screws, but that's what they gave us. Hey, we forgot some plastic. To hit up that. Oh, some of these are going to be a pain to get to. Okay. They're lined up, so we don't need the flashlight. Now, do you celebrate Thanksgiving, Nomac? I got the impression you were from overseas. I'm gonna loosen some of the ones we just did. Something's not lining up here. This one's not going in. I've never run into this before. But then again, I never use this brand case. We're spot on, but it's not. Let me try a different screw. You don't want to over tighten these. typically no real resistance. Yep, it was a screw. That one went in fine. Yeah, we've been up since 10. I don't. Some of the commands are turned off. Some might just not work. Oh no, I dropped it. Someone's not happy with this case. It's just me, I don't know. I've never run into this before. There we go. So the last one's going to be kind of a bitch. Oh, we got 3 more. RimWorld. I don't know if I've heard of that. I don't think I have. Is that a show or a game? Peel this guy off. Forgot some plastic. Don't need that melting. Doesn't want to come off. And don't tell me I gotta take this out to get the plastic off of the paint. Apparently I'm showing off my little boy on the phone here. That was not intentional. Come on. What kind of game is it? I might have to check that out. Survival. Survival like Rust or something like that? Okay, guys. This is not great. Because I didn't see that plastic. We now have to take this motherboard out. And I thought we were making good time. I think it locked into the back plate, so that's why it's being a pain to get out. It did what it was supposed to do. Go in and not come back out. Yeah, I do. East Coaster. Kind of jealous of the West Coaster time zone. Oh, I was caught on this screw. As soon as I touched it, it popped. I think that was it. Yep, that's what it was. So the power supply is fully modular, so routing shouldn't be too bad. But in general, yes, you're right, Nomac. Okay, one last inspection. Make sure there's no more plastic. I don't see anymore. You're getting a Siberian Express weather pattern? Okay. There we go. Everything's lined up for the most part. I think I'm gonna run upstairs real quick and get a real flashlight. Now we're cooking. I haven't heard of Deep.io either. Build the monitor. I am gonna hook it up. I don't know if we'll get Windows loaded tonight, but we'll definitely get the BIOS booted up. I don't know if you need Windows to play with all the LED lighting or not. I don't know if that's within the BIOS. Heard of World of Warships or War Thunder? I have not heard of those. Nah, I play other games. I just play Skylines for you guys. It's better than it used to be, Amar. It used to be much, much worse before Windows, say, 7. You know my answer to that. See ya, Ender Slayer. No, I don't play WoW. The Sims, I think I actually own that. I don't know if I've ever played it though. Oh no. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that screw in. I was hoping it would fall. Sorry, I take my headset off. Well, I see it. I don't know how to get it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Here, hold on, guys. Sorry, had to mute myself. I got it. Couple choice words later. I don't think there's a standoff in the middle there. Probably supposed to be. Okay. See if I can get it started by hand. How the hell am I supposed to? Okay, they're all in, guys. City Skylines, I've never heard of that. So what do you think? Graphics card next, or route the CPU and motherboard power? Power? We'll do the wiring. We'll do the cooler next, after the wiring. Only because I want to tuck the wiring behind the cooler, and so I think it'll be easier to get to. We'll do the wiring first. So we need, let's see here. Going to need that. There it is. Okay. I believe the single clip one goes to motherboard. These will be for the graphics card, and then we got more graphics card, hard drive. Okay. One of these is for the CPU. Probably that 4-pin one. Where'd that go? Type 4. No, I've never heard of him. Okay, I'm assuming the CPU is keyed. So we're going to flip this up. Maybe we'll adjust the yes, move the camera here. Yoink. Does say, warning, do not connect while PC is powered on. Okay. So these are all your case lights and USB ports and audio jacks and all that business. USB header, USB 2, USB 3, HDMI. Oh, we got a HDMI pass through. Probably won't be using that. Okay. Let's bring this down a little bit more. So, let's see if I can show this in the camera. I don't think I can. Show you my giant hand. Inside there are all the ports. Oh, and I managed to turn on a strobe light. There we go. So our 24-pin ATX, we'll do that first. Peripheral and SATA, we'll do that later. PCIe, 4-pin CPU. Do our ATX first. You should put your stream to in real life. You're right, I should. I thought I did that. Apparently I wasn't paying attention. IRL. Update. Thanks, Nomac. I thought I did that. I must have missed it. I'm also seeing that we're way behind. My Twitch stream seems way behind. Maybe it's just for me. Oh, no, there we go. Huh. Anyway. So this is going to go up to... See if I can turn autofocus back on. Man, trying to do 20 things at once. Should be on. Hey, look at that. Okay. So our ATX connector connects into this guy here. So that's what we're going to route. So it's going to go in the high end up here. It is keyed, so you can't really put it in wrong. I say that. And I have it upside down. Hey Mel, thanks. Is that just a secondary account for you, Coffee Girl? Go. Clipped in, I felt it. Okay, so on the back side here, I have to move this whole thing. We need to route this down into the power supply. I think these just clip open. Not sure I'm actually going to use those. don't think they're strong enough to actually hold it. Yeah, they're not. Oh, they are. There we go. You just have to be smarter than the equipment you're trying to operate. So now these are going down here. And for that, clips on the bottom. Did I do that right? I don't know. I don't think I did. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18. And 6 is 24. I did that right. That's what the other side looks like. I prefer the Twitch side, but everyone has their own preference. She only hands out coffee. Actually, she doesn't hand out coffee. She drinks it all. But I think she'd consider it if you had a cool-looking cat. Oh no. Thought I had it in it. So I went quiet because I needed a third hand, which meant my mouth. Okay. Six plus 2 PCIe and 4 plus 4 CPU. This is our CPU cable. Right here. Try routing this one the opposite way. I think I might actually think there's a small hole up here. I might actually route it up that way. Something like that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll put that in. So the CPU connector, it's actually hidden up there in that corner. All these heat sinks they put on everything are kind of making this difficult. So once again, let's see, try this. Clips on top. make this a little bit prettier at some point. I don't think we're going to be able to go over and down. I might have to go straight down and over. It does have spots for zip ties. Man, I wish I could get that all in a single shot. That's okay. No one but you guys are going to see this side of the case anyway. Okay, we're going to wait because I'm going to do the graphics card connectors. Get those started. And then we will route those. French roast splash. So this has two connectors. I don't know if that means I should run two cables or one cable. What do you guys think? Yeah, so my graphics card takes two 8-pin PCIe connectors, which look like that. Looks like these cables, which I've never had before, have two 8-pins on a single. So I'm not sure if I just run one cable and use both 8-pins, or if I should run two cables. Yeah, it does. We'll try running one cable. If it doesn't work, we'll route a second. The GPU will let us know pretty quickly if it's not happy. Okay, so we got our PCIe there. And we'll clip in our CPU. All of these cables are gonna have to get routed to the front, kind of towards the bottom here. Let's tidy up what we got first. The GPU is gonna sit on the bottom here. I don't know if there's another way we can route that cable more towards the front of the case. Oh yeah, we got these slots here. Perfect. So the GPU cable. It's gonna route straight up here. I know guys, I apologize, this might be boring. But I thought I'd give it a try to do it live. I don't think it looks too bad. Yeah, but they probably do it better than me. Better camera setup, etc., etc. Okay, we're gonna route these up one by one. We're actually not gonna route him. So this one definitely, this one, this one. We're not gonna do the HDMI right now because I have nowhere to plug that in. I don't think we're too far away. It'll be a solid day before I can play it. Cause I gotta get Windows loaded, I gotta get City Skylines loaded, etc., etc. Steam loaded in. Get Steam so it can actually let me use my account. I'm trying not to tangle these cords up too much because I don't want the noise off the power cables affecting any of these other connections I gotta make. We'll go back to the flat view here shortly. You guys can see more of what's going on. Well, I gotta work all day tomorrow, so it won't be till tomorrow night that I can get it all loaded up. Okay, we got all our cables here. We have the cable for the GPU. We still have to install our cooler. I'm gonna do the... Yeah, we'll do the cooler last because it's got some big tubing. We have to do our hard drive still. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna revert back to that flat view. So we're done on the back side for a little bit here. Okay. So this is our USB 3 down here. Probably go up on the camera a little bit. There we go. So there should be a USB 3 header, which there is. It's up here. You know what? I probably should have come out this side with it. Ah. I'll pull the USB one right back out. So down here, kind of where I'm shining the flashlight, there's a bunch of headers, open headers, and you got to connect all these little pins up. HD audio. USB audio, I think yeah, it's this first one here. It goes down. I probably could have passed that one through this hole here. I think it'll be fine. Let's see here. What else we got? GPU is always in the way. We have hard drive LED. That's impossible to read. So we're going to grab our motherboard book. Here we go. Your front panel header. So your hard drive LED, bottom left, 1 and 2, positive, negative. So negative typically has the white stripe. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So positive would be the first pin in the bottom left-hand corner. I'm gonna lose that page. Just put a bookmark in there. Positive first pin, bottom left-hand corner. And that just makes a little LED light up when the hard drive's doing its thing. Okay. Now we have power switch and their power LED. Were those colored? They are. Now they have the stripe on the positive. That's okay. Yeah, no Mac, but on an LED, if you get it the wrong way, it just doesn't work. You're not going to break anything. The LEDs only work one way because they're diodes. That's USB. Where's the one we had? We had this guy here. Power switch. Power switch is... Sorry guys, I'm following the manual here because I can't read the motherboard. Power switch is 2 in, and then power LEDs, okay. So it's basically the same order that this plug is wired, is the same order we're going to plug it in on that top row, starting from the top left. Okay, so power's on. Now we'll do the power LED. Okay. Actually, I think I may have the hard drive LED wired backwards. We will know when we boot up if that light doesn't turn on. That's an easy fix. Okay. This is our USB 2. So there's probably a couple USB 2 headers here. USB 1 and 2. We'll use 1 for this guy. Make sure I got that right. So there is a missing pin. And top left, missing pin. Plugged in. Good. So USB 3 we're going to reroute. I think it'll look better coming out the side there. But the rest of these we can kind of tuck in now. There's no way to do that laying down, so we're going to lift it up. Again, sorry for the bad camera angle. Let's see here. Okay, USB 3 is in, USB 2 is in, power switch, power LED, hard drive LED. Okay. I mean, it's not pretty on the backside yet. I might clean that up tomorrow. I'm not sure what this is for, but it's using your standard accessory connector here. We're going to use that to power it. We still have to install the hard drive. We'll install that after the graphics card, but we will route power for it now. I think I accidentally unplugged the camera here. Or the battery died. Oh no, the battery died. Here, hold on. I have an idea. It may actually turn out better this way. We'll move the camera. Let me move my webcam. Maybe we can just use the webcam. There's got to be a way to power the DSLR directly. Let's see here. Hold on guys, I'm just moving my webcam around here. Configure video. Autofocus. Advanced setting, right light. Oh, it's gonna look horrible, but we'll go with it. Push this over this way some. Man, what is up with this webcam? I guess we're gonna have to go with the webcam here. Not ideal, but that's what we're gonna have to do. Is that working? I think that's working. I didn't plan that out too well. Trying not to tangle these up. We don't need that guy. These ones are all going up. That's an 8-pin, so we gotta do the 4 pins out back. Four pins go all the way back there. Sorry guys, I'm rubbing the microphone's hitting my face right now. huge fan of soda either. Maybe club soda and a gin and tonic. This guy here. You know what? Hold on here. I just realized my video is backwards. And I am getting confused. Yeah, it looks like what I see. There we go. This is for the hard drive. So we will route that up to the hard drive. I don't know if there's a good way to do that. There is. Right through this front slot. Look at that. I think we're looking pretty good, guys. For all the hiccups. It's starting to look like it's supposed to look. Okay. Hard drive, graphics card. Look prettier with all the LEDs turned on. So this motherboard actually has LEDs built into the board itself. So this little bird thing here lights up. The OR stuff up here lights up. I think the surround around the RAM lights up. What do we got on here? Tape. So they have this plate here. I wonder if this thing has autofocus too. Configure video. Autofocus is already turned on. Okay. It's just a shitty webcam. Thanks, Nomac. You have a good night. Or a good day. Now, how does this slide off? Do we have to like pry up these tabs? These ones are slightly different. Oh, hold on. There's a lock there. Pasta's tasty. Can't go wrong with pasta. Maybe I'll invest in a better webcam. So that bracket came off, the hard drive kind of sits right in there. screws on the back side to screw that in. Same screws we used on the motherboard. New webcam equals cooking stream. So if I get a new webcam, you're going to do a cooking stream? Is that the deal? I saw Logitech makes one that has like an artificial green screen. So you don't actually need the green screen, it just kind of takes the background out. I don't cook a lot of things well. Beef, steak, things like that. Anything on the grill I can cook. I can bake. I bake better than I cook. But I mean, baking's just following recipes, really. I don't think there's that much skill involved. We're getting there, guys. We got the cooler, we have the graphics card. Would my family eat Alfredo? Yeah. Not just Alfredo. I mean, it would have to be on pasta. If I had to guess, it's probably like cream, flour, garlic, spices, something like that. I'm not just gonna chug Alfredo. Butter, of course butter. I think I have... Yeah. Get my SATA cables out. Serial ATA cables. These are also labeled. But once again, it's in tiny print. So I'm going to refer to the manual for that. Heavy cream, butter, flour, garlic. Yeah. I knew there was garlic in it. You can really taste the garlic. I'm a fan of garlic. It's good stuff. Yep. Grilled chicken. Yeah. Okay, so the 6 SATA ports. It's kind of hard to tell there, but there is 6 right there in that very overexposed shot. We want set to 0. Again, it doesn't really matter. I just prefer to keep it in order. So it's going to be the top inner one is set to 0. One thing for the rest of my life. Oh man, what would I pick? I don't know if I'd pick pasta. Can I say corn pops? We actually bought some the other day for the first time in a long time, probably since high school, and they were as good as I remembered. Do people still eat cereal? I don't think people still eat cereal. People still eat cereal? Yeah. Sorry. I like baking rum cakes, and I like baking pumpkin pie. It's pretty clean how they mount that. I like that. Okay, graphics card. This thing is a beast. Look how big that is. It's enormous. So we're going to take the top two panels out. He's in the military, so he's got to be, what, at least 18? Unless he's role-playing us. He could be like 12. We don't actually know. I agree with that completely. Mid-20s, that's a great time. Wow, they don't give you much room to work in here. We're actually hitting. Oh, that's why I took out the wrong panel. Yeah. I think City Skyline might actually be more CPU intensive than anything. Because that was my bottleneck before. Custom grow. But we shall find out. Just putting this panel back in. You had to do that, huh? Sorry, man. Time out for you. It's in the chat rules. We get young kids that like to come in here too, so we can't be doing that. There we go. They do not give you a lot of room to work here. Hey, we're in. Let's not turn that into a joke. You'll get there, man. Took me a while. Now I'm dropping stuff. Ah. Favorite TV shows? Rick and Morty? Believe it or not, I haven't gotten into Game of Thrones. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I can't go wrong with The Office. I used to watch NCIS years ago. I didn't realize it was still on TV. That's the name of the show, John of Cincinnati? Amazon show. Graphics card is in. Hard to tell with a shitty webcam. So we're going to try to power this from a single power connector. I don't know if it'll let me. Gonna want this pointed down. Be pushing on the glass. Favorite car? Like no limits or like realistically obtainable? And why a Bolt over like a Tesla? there any Tesla dealerships in Vermont? I think the closest one to me is actually in Boston. I think all we have left is the cooler. So here's our cooler. I don't know if I believe that, Nick. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Fred. I don't think the Bolt will beat the Tesla. It'd be kind of fun to put a Tesla pack in like a... Remember those old like 1960s BMW 2002s? They have like the round tail lights. They kind of look like Datsun 510s. Cool to put a Tesla pack in that. Sorry guys, off camera I'm tightening the screws on this. So here's the block that's going to go in the processor, and there's the radiator and the fans. So the front of this is a air filter and it's just held on by magnets. Comes right off. It's gonna be kind of a pain to put this in. Might be easier to put this in flat. Find out. Do 2 screws for now. We'll get it in, and then we'll do the others. Sure hope this fits. It might be worth taking the... I don't know, I think if I take that graphics card out, I'm not going to be able to get it back in. Yeah, but the newer Teslas get, what, 300 to 600 depending on the model? You can get a 100 kilowatt motor pack now, I think, in the Teslas. Favorite job? Isn't that kind of an oxymoron? That might have to be rotated. I don't know if I can get the cooler on. Yeah, I think we got to do some tweaking here. I think I'm going to take this plate all the way out. We're not really using it. So are you the good twin or the evil twin? I think I gotta lay this back down. I don't have nearly enough hands. You leaving, Nick? (7U). Sorry guys, I haven't been following the conversation. found the number of friends you have seems to decrease with age. Everyone just kind of does their own thing. That helps a lot. Another thing I found is once you hit 30 that age doesn't seem to matter as much. You're all kind of adulting at that point. Me, I stream video games on YouTube. Okay, I'll show you guys what I've been up to. Oh, this thing's getting heavy. Okay. Cards in, water lines are in. I just got to hook up the fans. There's 2 fans here. Got the CPU fan here. Reroute these a little bit. Okay, we have two fans here. These get connected to these fan headers. Don't think it matters which one's which. Try to reroute this graphics power cable. Sorry for bumping the mic. There we go. Night, coffee girl. I'll try to watch that cat video later. Have fun at work tomorrow. Well, we're almost there, Nick. You're almost there. once over everything's hooked up. No, everything's not hooked up. This guy has to go to our CPU fan header, which is over here. This is CPU option. Fan 1. Okay, so the top one CPU fan. Nearly there, man. Now I'm just questioning whether or not I should hook my chassis fans to the actual fan headers on the board, or if I should leave them as is. I'll leave them as is for now. Let's power it up, see what happens. Let me clean up a bit. Okay, Nick, moment of truth. Moment of truth. It's alive. Let's see if I can get the video feed on the screen here. Let me shut this off. Bye guys.